Om Vakradunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samapprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatame Sada Sakshat Kritam Dayanandam Paramarthasvarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Vagarthaviva Sampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Enakshara Samamnayam Adhigamya Maheshwarat Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam Tasmai Paninaye Namaha Vakyakaram Vararuchim Bhashyakaram Patanjalim Paninim Sutrakarancha Pranatosmi Munitrayam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This file, what I shared with you now, Sutram Padacheda, Samasa, Adhikara, Anuvrutti, and Udahanam Pratama Vritti. Then Lagu Siddha, Pratama Vritti, the number for the Sutra may change, differ maybe by one or two. Some difference is that Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi, the number can be written. So if you see the Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi, which already I shared that file, Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi, there you will see the Sutra, the numbers. Okay, before that, you see this. This is the topic covered. Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudista Vishayanam Anukramaha. So first is Sanya Prakaranam, Aksandi, Alsandi. So the topic wise is slowly is covered. These are the topics covered. All these topics cover 1200 and odd sutras are there. Now the numbers of the sutra you can see. Sutra will have sutra number, that is Ashtadhyayi number will be there. That is one. Ashtadhyayi number will be there, but we can put numbers because 1290 something sutras are there. So we can put numbers starting from here at the Sanya Prakram. Here there is no number. So we can take Alantyam It to be the sutra number 1. Adarshanam Lopaha sutra number 2. Tasya Lopaha sutra number 3. We have to put numbers so that we can write the numbers of the number of the sutra here. Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudi number. And Siddhanta Kaumudi, of course, it has number. That number also can be written here for our reference. Okay. Fine. So like that, if you can, in this file, if we can do for all the sutras we have covered, it will be a very good study.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we will continue. Now, last class we saw the sutra Engi Pararupam. In which chapter is it?
Sixth chapter.
6th chapter.
6194. 61 first.
What Adhikara? Samhitayam. Samhitayam Adhikara. Important Adhikara Samhitayam. You can see Samhitayam is Adhikara. Samhita is Sanya. Samhitayam is Adhikara. So Adhikara is in Saptami Vibhakti. Adhikara is in Saptami Vibhakti. Adhikara can be in any Vibhakti. It can be in Panchami also. It can be in Panchami, it can be in Shashti. Can you give any examples? Any example of Adhikara in Shashti Vivakti or Panchami, or which is in Pratama Vivakti?
Lasya.
Sorry?
Lasya.
Ekah
What did you
Purvaparyogo
say?
is in
Krishnanji.
Lasya.
Lasya. Okay, Lasya is also an Adhikara. But, okay, whatever we have seen from that.
Ekah Purvaparyogo is in Shashti. Yeah.
Yes, Shashti Vivakti. Angasya on Adhikara is 6-4. 6th chapter, 4th section, if you see. 6-4-1. 6-4-1 will be Angasya.
Dhatoho.
Yes, Dhatoho, good. Dhatoho is Panchami Vivakti. Which chapter it is there? Dhatoho?
Dhatoho.
Third chapter.
Third chapter.
Just close your eyes and say Dhatoho, Adhikara. Because Dhatoho, if it is Panchami, what will be added to the Dhatus?
Pratyaya.
Yes.
Pratyaya. What Pratyaya? Ting Pratyaya
Kinchit.
or Krit Pratyayas.
Ting
Right?
or Krit.
So, those Pratyayas, Ting Pratyaya, Krit Pratyayas are added to Dhatu to make it into a Pratipadikam. So, the Pratyayas which are added to Dhatus are covered in the third chapter. So, Dhataho will be there in the third chapter. The third chapter deals with the Pratyayas and talks about this, the Pratyayas which are added to Dhatus. Whole third chapter, one and all the 4 sections. The third chapter, whole third chapter. 4th chapter, 5th chapter also Pratyaya, but Pratyayas, those Pratyayas are added to Pratipadikam. So third chapter is Dhatu, 4th chapter is, and 4th chapter and 5th chapter Pratipadikam. So 3, 4, 5 deals with chapter. And the first sutra of the third chapter, Pratyaha, the Adhikara. Pratyaha is Adhikara Sutra. And Dhatoho, which is in the third chapter, Panchami Vibhakti, says that Dhatoho, Pratyaya will be added after Dhatu. And Samhitayam, Adhikara Sutra, which is Saptami, in the context of Vishaya Saptami. Saptami here, it is Vishaya Saptami. That is why it is translated as in the context of Samhita. The translation will be Vishaya Saptami. So Adhikara can be in any. And Angasya, another important. All the Angasya, Angakaryas, everything you will find it here. Not only here, it goes as Anuvritti. Up to what? Angasya 641. You can see it goes as Anuvritti. It goes here. It is not given, I think. Yeah, that is not given here. Up to what chapter or what this goes as Anuvritti. That you can see from the Ashtadhyayi, the book. Rajagopala Shastri. One more Ashtadhyayi book is there, published by Kailash Ashrama. Have you heard Kailash Ashrama?
No.
Which is in Rishikesh. Traditional ashrama where the brahmacharis, sadhus, they stay and study for long years.
It said it goes till the end of Sounds chapter.
Sorry?
Anga goes till end of Sounds chapter.
7th chapter. So, 6th chapter, 4th section, it starts, goes up to the end of the 7th chapter. So, all the Angakaryas you will find there only. Up to, this is the end of 7th chapter. So, up to 7-4. So, Angasya is also another big Adhikara. How beautifully all the topics are arranged, you can see. Angasya starts from 6-4 up to 7-4. So all the Angakaryas are covered in this. Okay, that is Angasya. So
Purvatra Siddham also.
Purvatra Siddham, it is 8. Yes.
Prathamabhati.
Angasya 641. You can see in the screen. sharing that in the screen. Angasya. So these are the adhikara governing rules. So this adhikara gives an idea what is it deals with. So therefore, we should know the topics what are the topics and where they are located. So these are the important, some of the important topics. The more and more we learn, we will know the topics. But this much is enough now. You can know Angasya, which is 641. But it spans over 5 sections. Therefore, when a Sarvadhataka, Dhataka Pratyaya follows, Guna happens, where will you locate? That is difficult to see because 5 sections. So therefore, when we study, we will see it is located in 7.3. So you have to go to 7.3. And the Shatranta, another, that is also Anga only. Shatrantaka Karya, that will be in 7.1. The last class Krishnanji asked, what is the sutra? You asked, I think, right? The sutra for the Shatranta. Sangamitaji, I think you asked, I think. Nah, this Shatra. So these are the three sutras.
Yeah, I located. Yeah, I wrote it down.
These are the 3 sutras. Na Abhyasta Chatuhu, Va Napumsakasya, Achiradyornum, Shapshanonitum. These 4 sutras covers the whole Shatranta topic for all the lingas, for all the dhatus. Okay. So, but this can be expanded to understand. So only 4 sutra covers all parts, all things. Important thing. This is in 7.1 section. And Angakarya, that is when Sarvadhataka, Ardhataka Pratyaya follows. That is covered in 7.3. That is in, you can see 7.3. Here it is. Sarvadhataka, Ardhataka Yogo. This is what it is. And Puganta Lagupadasya. Puganta Lagupadasya is the penultimate. Upada is Lagu, Pada is penultimate. Penultimate is Lagu. Then what will happen? Guna will happen. And when a Sarvadhataka, Ardhataka Pratyayogo follows, then what happens? Guna happens. So this is 84, 7384 and 7386. This is what we often use in the class.
Okay.
84, 7384 is when a Sarvadhataka, Ardhataka Pratyaya follows, then Guna happens to the Anga. Guna comes as Anuvrutti from here. Gunaha. From that comes as Anuvrutti. And the penultimate is Shautik. It takes Guna. That is Puganta Lagu Padasya. 7386, 7384, 7386. These are the important. The sutra, the adhikara. Just to give an idea of what adhikara is. Okay. Then coming back to the topic, what we are seeing is Engi Pararupam. That we saw it is 6194. 6194, what we saw in the last class. I think we have seen all the Vartikas also. Chakandvadishu, we know what the sutra is. I don't have to explain this. We're talking about the Upasarga, Avarna Upasarga followed by Eng Dhatu, Pura Parayogasthanip, Pararupam Adesha. That is the topic. So here we have seen the Vartika, Shakandvadishu Pararupam Vachyam, and Yeve Chaniyoge Pararupam Vaktavyam iti, that also we saw. Then Ottvashtayogo Samaseva Pararupam Vaktavyam. The Samasa, we have got optionality when Ottva and Oshta follows. The word Shabda, Oshta and Ottva. You can remember the example, Danta Oshtam or Dantoshtam or Dantoshtam. This Shiksha Sutra, what we chant every class. Then Emannadishu Chandasi Pararupam Vaktavyam. In Chandasi, in the Veda, that is not much important, just Vartika is there. Now, the Gnatavyam. Gnatavyam we saw in the last class. Upasargat paraha yat dhatu rupam agacchati tat ekaradi ukaradi asti chet eva asya sutrasya prayoga bhavati. Important. Eng is A and O. So, Upasargat paraha. Upasarga ending with avarana, right? When followed by this A or O, then only it is applied. मूलधातुः एकारादि ओकारादि अस्ति वा नास्ति वा तस्य चिन्तनम् अत्र न आवश्यकम्. You don't have to worry about whether it is moola dhatu is ekara or okara. But you don't have to worry. Just if it is, if the following is ing, then you apply. Following is ing. Following what? Following the upasarga, avarnanta upasarga. Then apply this. Then the next point is important. That is a connection. That is why we are going back to Vriddhi Sandhi now. Avarnanta upasargat in dhatoho, ed dhatoho. Only particularly for these two dhatus. In dhatu, second gana, edr vriddhav, edate, which is the first gana, edr vriddhav. Edr, edr, the dhatu is edr. After bhu sattayam, the dhatu pata, you find this dhatu. Edr vriddhav, bhu sattayam, first dhatu, edr vriddhav. So that dhatu is talked about here. Edr dhatoho. Ekaradi rupe pare. If these two dhatus which has the form ekara, edra already has got a, so it doesn't have to become a. Whereas in can become a. When it can become a, when it takes guna. So when it is the anga, the following pratyaya, when it cause change to this e letter, the content of in is e. E can become a. If guna happens, angakarya, guna angakarya happens, e can become a. In that condition, ekaradi rupe pare vartamana sutrena pararupa ekadeshe prapte, by this sutra engi pararupam is possible. In that case, what happens? Eti edati utsu 6189. By that sutra, which is an apavada, what will happen is vriddhi will happen. Instead of pararupa, vriddhi will happen. Instead of pararupa, vriddhi will happen. Therefore, eti edati utsu, it is apavada to engi pararupam. Vriddhi will happen. Therefore only it is present, it is given below the vriddhi sandhi. In the sutra pata, you see, in the sutra pata 6.1, you can take this sutra pata. So in the sutra pata, this 6.1 section, you see the vriddhi section, vriddhi rechi, the vriddhi sandhi is there. That's the 6.1. We are in 6.2. Yes. So here it is eti edati utsu. You can see in the screen. Vriddhi rechi. After vriddhi rechi, eti edati utsu is there. So engi pararupam is apavada to vriddhi rechi, and engi pararupam is 6194. Here you can see 6194. Now coming back, because vriddhi is applied for in and edr dhatu, therefore coming back to vriddhi, and it is placed below the vriddhi. So now we have to see what is this sutra is. Eti edati utsu. That is a connection. Apavada to vriddhi is engi pararupam. Apavada to engi pararupam is eti edati utsu. Now, sutra chedaha. You have to do the sandhi vicheda to understand what it is. Eti edati utsu. Utsu, don't worry. Utsu, when the context comes, we will see utsu. We are interested only in eti and edati now. So utsu is not important now. Eti edati utsu means ut, not utsu is the pratyaya. Saptami vibhakti pratyaya. Bhagavachana pratyaya. Su pratyaya. Therefore, the ut only. So don't worry about ut now. Eti edati ut. 3 words are there. Okay. And the anuvritis, what is going to happen? Vriddhi is going to happen. So he is just bringing all the anuvritis. We can see Echi also comes as anuvritti from Iko and Achi. And vriddhi comes as anuvritti from the very previous sutra, vriddhi rechi. And at comes as anuvritti from ad gunaha. Achi comes as anuvritti from iko yenachi. So achi, echi, it is there as anuvritti, but whether you are going to use or not, it comes as anuvritti. But in the context, only when it is required, we will take it as anuvritti. Otherwise, not required. Otherwise, it is not required. So, and the adhikara is samhitayam adhikara. Ekaha purva prayoga. Samhitayam saptami ekaha purva prayoga is shashti vibhakti. So, there are adhikara sutras. So, but there is a difference between these two adhikara. Samhitaya means that is Vishaya Saptami in the context of Sandhi. Ekaha Purva Prayoga is to be connected to the Stani. This Stani, that is Purva and Para, will be replaced by Ekaha Adesha, whatever it comes, whatever the Adesha is. Both are Adhikara. They are the governing rules, but how to interpret the Adhikara also. Ekaha Purva Prayoga referring to the Stani, Shakti Bhakti. That will be replaced by Ekaha, one, what? Adesha. And whatever Adesha is given in the Sutra. So, these two are Adhikara only, but there is a difference between these two. Sampurna Sutra. Now, Sampurna Sutra is what? From Ad Gunaha, At is important. Yes. Echi. Okay. In fact, Echi is also not important. Anyway, Echi, let it be there. Echi. Eti Edati Utsu. Ekaha Purva Prayogo Vriddhihi. At is Panchami. Echi is Saptami. So 5 and 7 are there. 5 and 7 are there and Purva Prayoga is there. It means both the 5 and 7, both are going to be replaced by Vriddhi. Now, when Eti Edati Utsu, Echi is there, Echi is covers all the conjunct vowels. Within that conjunct vowels, they are talking about only the particular dhatu, Eti. What is Eti? Eti is Pratama Purusha Ekavachana form of in dhatu. Eti yataha yanti. In that plakara, in dhatu, second gana, when you decline, becomes Eti. So we are talking about only the Eti. That is, Latlakara Pratama Purusha Ekavachana Rupam of in Gatau dhatu only is Eti. That is what we are talking about. Similarly, Edati, Edra dhatu, Latlakara Pratama Purusha Ekavachana. Only these two forms. Eti, Edati. The very Eti, Edati, the forms of the dhatu in and Edra is given here. So now the Sutrata is what? Avarnat. Here there is no Upasarga. Eti, Edati, Utsu, there is no Upasarga. Why there is no Upasarga? Why there is no Upasarga? Anybody? Because Upasarga comes as Anuvati later, not here. Right? Where is Upasarga? You can see Upasarga is which sutra now? 6.1. Do you see 91?
Yeah.
6.191 is there. So from 6.191, Upasargat Dhatu goes as Anuvati 6.194. That is Yengi Pararupa. Whereas this sutra is Eti Edati Utsu. Therefore, there is no Upasarga. This confusion can come when we learn the Sandhi rules alone. The Sandhi, as in the Sandhi chart. That time this doubt may come. Why Upasarga is not there? Because it is not here as Anuvati. It comes later. So, Upasarga, there is no Upasarga here. So, Upasarga is not talked about. So, it doesn't cover Upasarga. Avarnat means Avarna, not Upasarga, Avarna. Avarnat Parasya. Indatoho Edridatoho. Pare. That is, Indatoho Yeng Rupam. The H Rupam. When in will become the Yang or H, we take as an H. Okay, H covers all the conjunct consonants. When in dhatu will become H, it has to become Guna. E will become A. And Edra already A is there. That is H letter only. So the forms of the dhatus in and Edra, which is H. Therefore, H varne pare. Avarnat H varne pare. For these two dhatus, in dhatu and ed dhatu, whose form will be H. Now it is not H. For in, it is not H yet. It can become H when it becomes, yeah, when it takes guna. When you add the pratyaya, it takes guna, right? Therefore, eti. Okay, now let me ask you. Eti means, is it only for pratama purusha ekavachanam, tatlakara, only that form, or we can take other forms? Other forms also can be considered. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Other form also you can consider. Eti doesn't mean
Because that is a
only.
dhatu, right? Anand?
In eti refers to the dhatu only. Eti refers to dhatu. Note that. Eti refers to the dhatu. So dhatus, the form in which which can become which can become a form beginning with A, H letter. That is eti, yemi, yeshi. All these are possible, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Madhyama Purusha yeshi, Uttama Purusha yemi, not Telugu yemi. Yeti, yeshi, yemi, all forms are. Now, yeti refers to what? The in dhatu. Now, you need to know one more thing here. That is, in the Upanishad we have seen, like recently in Kathopanishad or Mundakopanishad, Adhikamaha something we saw. Remember? Game dhatoho adipurvasya, or Upanipurvasya. What is a dhatu? Dhatu is Sadehe. Is said Sadehe, right? In the Upanishad, if you see, Sadehe dhatoho Upanipurvasya Prattyayantaha. The Bhashikara says, dhatu is what? Sadehe. Okay. You remember? Or no?
Sat dhatu shadal ru.
That what is the, how do you know it is Sat dhatu? What is the word used for that? Okay, I think not. I will show you that. Just a minute. This is important to note. You see here the last line of this file. Can you see the PDF?
Yeah.
Last line is Upanipurvasya Sadehe evam arthas smarana. What is Sadehe? Huh?
Ashti
In
Yuga.
the Saptami or what is it? Sorry, Panchami or
Yes.
Sadehe. Shashtiya Panchami of what?
Sad.
Sat.
How do you get this? Huh? How do you get this? Sadehe.
Sat is the dhatu, isn't it? Yeah, for Sadil
Yeah.
dhatu.
You decline that Sadhu Dhatu. So therefore, to denote the Dhatu, okay. This example I gave Sadhya. Similarly, in another Upanishad, we saw Gameghe, referring to Gam Dhatu. Gameghe, Shashti Vibhakti. Sadeghe, Shashti Vibhakti. How do you get this? So, that is, you can get this form by adding certain pratyaya. So, let me explain that first. That is called Dhatu Nirdesha. Okay, I'm just typing here. This is not anything to do with this. It's called Dhatu Nirdesha. Dhatu Nirdesha. That is, a dhatu can be converted to a pradipadika. Dhatu can be converted to a pratik, not like the krit pratyaya, ting pratyaya, not like that. Ting pratyaya you add kriya padam, and krit pratyaya you add pratipadikam, and pratikam can be declined, and those can be, that is laukika. We are not talking about that. A dhatu can be converted to a pratipadikam to denote the dhatu. In the Vyakarana we can do it. Understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the Vyakarana we can do it. Like, now if I want to denote the dhatu, gam dhatu. Gam dhatu, if you use laukika bhasha, what we say, gachati, or any krit pratyaya you can add, becomes gataha, gatavan, whatever it may be, you get. That is different. But I want to say this dhatu to refer to that dhatu, either shashti bhakti, panchami, saptami, whatever it may be. Then, how to do that? For that, we have pratyayas called ik pratyaya or stip pratyaya. Remember, ik or stip. Ik stipau dhatu nirdeshe. Rule is that we can add the pratyaya ik or we can add the pratyaya stip to convert a dhatu into a pratipadikam to mean the very dhatu. Understand?
Yes, Ji.
We can convert a dhatu to a pratipadikam by adding any one of this pratyaya, ik or stip, to pratipadikam to denote the very dhatu.
Okay.
To denote the very dhatu and the different vibhaktis of the dhatu. Of that dhatu, with this dhatu, by that dhatu, in that dhatu, whatever may be, right? Like sadeghe, gameghe. Now you take the list, for example, ik. Ik is, kakara is ith letter. Okay. So gum plus ik, what will happen?
Gami.
Gami. Now gami is the pratipadikam. What is
Okay.
shashti bhakti of gami?
Game.
Gameghe. That's what it is.
Okay.
Gameghe is of the
Okay.
dhatu, gam. Gam dhatu. So ik you can add, or you can add stip also. You can add stip to denote that very dhatu. Gam plus stip, what will happen?
Shakara is ith letter, pakara is ith letter, and then content will be, what is T? Isn't content only
Content is T only, okay. Then what will
Okay.
happen?
Then Gati.
Gati, what will happen to makara?
Makara so isn't not ith letter.
Think and tell me, you know it. Gum plus stip. What are the properties of this stip?
Gamayati.
No.
No.
No, Makara becomes Lopa, I think.
No. What is this stip? Something should occur in your, some bulb should glow in your brain.
Okay.
Sarvadhataka.
Yeah. What is that? Somebody said something.
Sarvadhataka.
Very good. So what will happen?
Guna.
So Guna will happen.
Sarvadhataka follows. Guna immediately will happen.
No.
Shap
Very
will.
good. Shap will come. It is
Shap will
just
walk
like
in.
that.
Okay.
Because it is Sarvadhataka, shap will come, then add stip.
Shit.
But that
Okay.
is, we are not, remember, but we are not deriving Kriya Padam. Okay, don't confuse with that.
Okay.
We are trying to
Yes,
derive
we're deriving
Pratipadikam, denoting the very
Pratipadikam.
dhatu. So gum plus stap will become gama.
Gama. Ti.
Not gama. Gum plus
okay.
stap becomes, this gum will become gach. You know it,
Okay.
right? The form changes.
Yeah, lakara.
Gach plus shap is gacha. Gacha and the content of stip is ti.
Ti.
You get form?
Gachati.
Gachati. This gachati is not means goes. Denoting the dhatu. The gachati can be declined now. Like Arishabda. Gachati, gachatayaha. Now gachatehe when you say, suppose, referring to the gam dhatu. To the gam dhatu, gachatehe. Gachatehe, dhatoho, you can say. Understand? So we have gachatehe, shashti bhakti, gamehe also shashti bhakti. So gami is one form to denote the dhatu. Similarly, gachati is another form. Both mean the same, denoting the gam dhatu. Don't confuse gachati with the kriya padam, not the kriya. Here it is not in that sense. This is called dhatu nirdesha. Understand this?
Yes. Ji.
Similarly, Shadl Dhatu. Dhatu is Shadl, whose content is Shad. And
Tad.
Shad becomes
Tad.
Sad. So Sad is a Dhatu. Now if you add Sad plus Ik, what do you get?
Sadi.
Sadi. What is Shashti Bhakti of Sadi?
Dehe.
That is what is in the Upanishad. Upanipurvasya Sadehe Dhatoho. Clear? Understand?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
Now similarly, if you add Sad plus Shtip Pratyaya, what do you get?
Again, Shap
Again,
will
I
come.
have to add
Sad will become
Shap.
Sida. Don't forget that. Become Sidati.
Yeah. Form is Sida. Sida.
So you see, sometimes they use the word, they use Tip Pratyaya, sometimes they use Ik. This is depends on the person, the author. Bhashyakara uses the Dhatu Nirdesha Ik. So Sadehe referring to the Sad, Shadru Dhatu. Gamege referring to the Gamlu Dhatu. Similarly, in this sutra, what is the Dhatu? In Dhatu, right? In the sutra, Yeti, Edati, Utsu, in Dhatu. In plus Stit. What do you get? Second Gana. The content is Shap will come and Shap will go away. Second Gana.
Yeah. Look Bhavati.
Look Bhavati. So E plus T only. E plus Stit. Can it cause Guna to E? Nakara is Ita letter. Okay.
Yeah.
Nakara is Ita letter. So can it cause Guna to
Yeti. Yeah.
Yeti? You get from
Yes.
Yeti. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
Upada.
You get Yeti. So Yeti means in Dhatu. Now understand?
Yeah. Ji.
Similarly, Yed plus Stit, what you get?
Yed plus T.
Yed is first Gana. So Shap will come.
Shap will come.
Yed plus Shap.
Yedati.
That is what it is there. The sutra.
Okay.
So it is called Dhatu Nirdesha, we say. Yedati.
Okay.
So Yeti, Yedati, it's not a Kriya Padam. Yeti refers to the in Dhatu. Yedati refers to Yed Dhatu. So Dhatus in and Edr, which begins with H letter, following the Avarna, Vriddhi will happen. That is what that sutra says. Yes, Krishnanji. Asking something?
No, Ji.
Okay. So now this Dhatu Nirdesha, you go to the Sutra Pata. Somewhere it is there. I think it is in the third chapter, third section, or somewhere there. The footnote you will find this Dhatu Nirdesha. See, let me just see. In this book you will find Dvitiya Adhyaya. Okay, this is the third chapter. It is there. Ikshtipo Dhatu Nirdeshe. If you have a book, please see. Third chapter, I think 3 or 3-4. At the footnote, you will find this. This is third chapter. Yes, 3. This is not a sutra. Okay, this is the convention followed in the tradition to denote the dhatu. We can add ik pratyaya or stip pratyaya. We are in 3-4. Somewhere it is there. Okay, no, I don't know where to find this. Somewhere in the footnote it is that the third chapter. I'm sure about the chapter, third chapter, but which section I don't remember. Okay, so you will find Ikshtipo Dhatu Nirdeshe iti. One line will be there. Okay. You understand this Ikshtipo Dhatu Nidesha, that is fine, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us not waste time on this. If it is there, fine. If it is not there, also you know it now.
Yeah.
So that is what is used. Okay, you can find it. Tell me later if you happen to see that.
Okay.
Okay, now this is what is used in that. So in the sutra, eti refers to, now you can see in dhatu. That is why in the, if you remember the sanya, the sandhi chart, I would have used examples, the eti, yemi, and yeshi, all forms I would have used.
Yeah.
And I would have mentioned that it refers to the forms of the dhatu in beginning with the letter H letter. Okay, so open the Sandhi chart also. You can see that this sutra, Eti Edati Utsu.
So it's to denote the dhatu, it's always Sashti Vibhakti Lada Varma.
Not Shashti Vibhakti, the context. Depend on the context. If Shashti Vibhakti or Panchami Vibhakti, whatever it may be. Can be, now Eti is, it's a Pratipadikam, declinable. Sorry, this, Eti is a Pratipadikam, declinable.
Yes, yeah.
So deferring to the dhatu, in dhatu only. So if you want to refer in the sentence, suppose it is in Shashti Vibhakti, then you can, Eti becomes Etehe. Possible, right?
Okay.
Gachati is Gachatehe. That is referring to the Gam dhatu. Okay. So now you see this the word file. When H of Eti, Yeshi, etc. I have written. But the sutra only Eti is how you got Yeshi unless Eti denotes in dhatu, whose form is H. You cannot bring other forms, Yeshi and all. If you take Eti as a form only. So Eti is not the only form. Eti means referring to the in dhatu. Referring to the in dhatu, and Eti is we get by adding the stip pratyaya, denoting the very dhatu in, whose form beginning with H. Right? Clear?
One more time.
Okay.
One more time. See, in the sutra, eti, edati, utsu is there. Don't think eti means it is pratama purusha, ekavachan, that form only. No. Eti refers to the in dhatu. Eti refers to the in dhatu. And in this sutra, we are talking about the form of the in dhatu beginning with H. What are the form possibilities? What are the possible forms of in dhatu beginning with H? That is, E has to undergo guna. That is possible only in Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam, Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam, Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. And the forms are Eti, Eshi, Emi. Right?
Okay.
This is what I said.
Okay.
So the
That's the
forms
Madhyama
of
Purusha form, isn't it?
Sorry?
Madhyama Purusha form. Yeshi is Madhyama Purusha form.
Eshi is Madhyama Purusha. See, sip.
Okay.
Emi is, you can add it. You can add that
Yeah,
also. I'm not adding it. Or if even any other forms are possible. Why this only? Suppose if causative form is there, I'm saying, just saying, okay. Causative, when you add it will take guna, vriddhi, the different thing. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Any other form of in dhatu if you get. Then in dhatu and edra dhatu, following an avarna in the Sandhi situation, what will happen? Vriddhi will happen. Okay, so now coming back to this. Now you read the sutra, you will understand. Avarnat parasya in dhatoho. Where is in dhatu in the sutra? It is not. Eti refers to that. In dhatoho. The very word eti refers to that. Ed dhatoho. But edati refers to that. H varne pare. That is, in dhatu is not ye. When it becomes ye, when it takes guna, when it becomes ye. Therefore, the forms of in dhatu beginning with H letter. The forms of ed dhatu beginning with H letter. The H letter follows. In that case, what will happen? Purva parayoga sthane vriddhi adeshaka bhavati. That is a sutra. We are not considering ut now. Okay, that is why ut part I am leaving it out.
So it's like Upasarga is a must for this thing or
Not required. Where is
not
Upasarga?
required? No.
condition
Just all
itself.
the examples had the upa plus yeti and upa
Examples have upasarga, but it's not
pra plus
upasarga.
yeti or like upasarga.
It is not. You will see in the case of the other examples, you will see the upasarga will not be there. Ut example,
Okay.
upasarga will not be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not upasarga. Upasarga examples are there, but
Okay.
upasarga comes later. Therefore, it doesn't come here at all as a
Yeah,
rule.
yeah. Okay.
Now you can see the sutrata done. Yadi akarat akarat paraha. So avarna means akara or akara. Paraha indatoho ekaradi aikaradi okaradi aukaradi rupam agacchati. You see the forms of indatu. Even you can add niche also. Nijanta form also can be added because H is right. A, I, O, O. So I is also included. So indatu, when you convert that into a nijanta, he will become I. So that also can be considered eti. Okay. So ekaradi, aikaradi, okaradi, aukaradi rupam of indatu. Similarly, edadatu, whose form is H. Ekaradi, aikaradi, okaradi, aukaradi rupam agacchati. Atava ut. Ut ayam shabdaha agacchati. Okay. Ut is a shabda. Then purva parayogosthane vriddhihi adeshaka bhavati. Vriddhi will come. Apavada to engi pararupam. Udaharanani. Upa plus eti. What will happen generally? Upa plus eti. If you say engi pararupam, it must be upeti. But
Upeti,
here,
according to that.
eti is form of indatu. So even though upa is upasarga, you cannot apply engi pararupam. This is very specific for indatu. And form of indatu is eti. Therefore, upaiti vriddhi will happen. Upaiti we have seen in Upanishad. Upaiti. Then pra plus edate, edradatu. In fact, you see, edati is what? Parasipadi or Atmanipadi? Edra is Atmanipadi.
Okay.
Yeah, edra vriddho. It is Atmanipadi or Parasipadi. I think it is Atmanipadi dhatu. Edate, edete, edante. Okay. But here in the sutra it is edati. It means it is not the dhatu I am saying. Edate is the kriya padam. Edati referring to the dhatu. Okay. You can just check. Edra vriddho, it must
Yeah,
be
that's Atmanipadi.
Atmanipadi.
Yeah.
So there is no edati. If edati is there, understand it referring to the dhatu. That is what in the sutra is. The
It's
sutra
referring
is
to the Pratipadikam, isn't it?
edati referring to the dhatu.
Okay.
What pratipadikam?
No, Yedati is the form, is the Pratipadikam you have derived from.
Pratipadikam derived, but edati refers to the dhatu.
Okay.
Okay. Dhatu rupam.
Okay.
So edati, don't confuse with the kriya padam I am saying, because it is Atmanipadi.
Okay.
Edate it must be. Example, you can see pra plus edate, praidate. So akara, so pura parayogosthane vriddhihi adeshaka bhavati. Then ut example is given that ut not required now. Then the next one is, that is also ut example, not required. Then now here some vartikas are there. Some vartikas we need to see. Atra kanichana vartikani nyatavyani. Some vartikas need to be known. What are they? Akshadauhinyam upasankyanam. Akshogini. You know what is Akshogini?
That Padegar. Okay.
Yeah, the divisions of the army, right?
Yeah.
The collection of the infantry.
Group of.
Infantry, elephant riders, and all the. That's called Akshogini. How you get Akshogini is Aksha plus Ugini only. Aksha plus Ugini. If you split Akshogini, you get Aksha plus Ugini. But Aksha plus Ugini, what will be the Sandhi? Aksha plus Ugini, in general. A plus U, what will happen? Guna will happen, right?
Yeah.
But you get Vriddhi. Therefore, this is exception. Vartikakara says, Akshogini, the word is an exception. Where Guna doesn't happen, instead Vriddhi happens. So akshogini ityatra gunam baditva, negating guna, vriddihi ekadeshaka bhavati. So therefore this is one vartika. Only for one word one vartika is there. Only for one vartika, one word, akshogini. For akshogini, this is the vartika. Vartika is also like a sutra. Okay, vartikakara adds to the sutra. This should have been added. Then second one, swadirerinyo. This also we have seen. Swadirerinyoho. That is swad ira irinyoho. Ira irinyoho iti vigraha. Swa shabda. Swat is panchani of swa. Swa shabdat ira irani. Only these two words, ira and irani, if it comes. Swa plus ira, what will happen? A plus e. Guna must happen. It will not happen. Swaira, vriddhi will happen. Similarly, swa plus irini, swairini will happen. Vriddhi will happen. For this, one vartika. Okay. For this, one vartika. So, swaira, swairini. Ubayatra, what happens? Ubayatra, guna apavadaha. This is one vartika. This vartika you can see in the Sutra Pata itself.
Yeah, it's there.
You can see, take the Sutra Pata, that you will see that. Which one? 6-1.
Page 9.
Page number. Yes, here you can see Akshadhoginyam upasankyanam. Then the swa iri irini, it's not given in this sutra, in this Ashtadhyayi, but that also one. Then the next one is praduho dodye shaishyeshu. So ritecha tritiya samase. Pra vatsatara kambala vasanarna dashanam rane. All these are very specific. Okay, not so important, but we can cover because it is there. And the next one, third Vartika. Praduho, that one. Prat, uha, uda, udi, yesha, yeshyeshu. If this follow, pra means pra upasarga. Prat. So prat is panchani of pra, like Rama Shabda. So prat is pra upasargat. So after the upasarga, so if these words come, what? Uha, uda, udi, yesha, yeshya. If these words come, so pra plus uga, what will happen generally? A plus u, guna must happen, but it will be prauga. Vriddhi will happen, prauga. Similarly, prauda. Similarly, you get praisha, all these forms you get. So these are apavada. These are apavada. Here, pra plus uga is prauga, which is guna apavada. Similarly, pra plus uda is guna apavada. Whereas you can see prauda, then this engi pararupam, pra plus uda, then pra plus yesha. For that, it says bhave ganj pra plus yeshaha becomes pra plus yeshaha becomes praishaha. Pra plus yeshaha, what sandhi is that? Pra plus yeshaha. Vriddhi will happen.
Yeah.
Generally, vriddhi will happen. But apavada is that engi pararupam.
Yeah.
What is engi pararupam? Avarnath, eng pare. Right? So engi pararupam must apply. But generally, vriddhi will happen. But pararupam is apavada. Pararupam must apply. But apavada to pararupam. So back to vriddhi. Understand?
Yeah,
So directly it's not vriddhi. Goes to engi pararupam, there it is not applicable, therefore it comes back to vriddhi. Therefore praishaha. It is not guna pavada, it is pararupa pavada. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, pra plus aishah also. Not, it is not gunapavada, it is vriddhi. Vriddhi as apavada to ingi pararupam. Praishyaha you get. So these are the four words which follow the five words. Uha, uda, udi, esha, esha. When it follows it, specifically pra upasarga. So when these five words come, when as a pra upasarga, it's a long, it's all, we will not see it. Okay. Just it is there as Vartika. Just that much you can note it down. Then Rite cha Tritiya Samase. So Tritiya Samasa. Tritiya Samasa. Rite Akarat Rita Shabde Pare Upayogo Vriddhi Bhavati. Adesha Bhavati. Like Sukha plus Rita. What will happen? Sukha plus Rita in Samasa, in Tritiya Samasa. Okay. Tritiya Samit Tritiya Tatpurusha Samasa. Sukhena Ritaha. Sukhena Ritaha. What will happen? Sukha plus Rita. Two words, Sukha plus Rita and Samasa. A plus Guna must happen. Right? A plus Guna must happen. But here what will happen? Vriddhi will happen. Sukhartaha. Sukhena Ritaha. Sukhartaha. R will come. Vriddhi Adesha. This is only Tritiya Samasa. If other Samasa are there, it will not apply. Where they can apply the general rule, whatever may be, Guna Sandhi can apply. But only in the context of Tritiya Samasa. Therefore, this also not important. Okay, just to know this is there. That much is enough. Then fifth one, pra, vatsara, other words are there. So pra is upasarga, vatsatara, kambala, vasana, rina, dasha. Etesham shabdanam, rine, the last word is rine in the Artika. So, rina shabde pare. When rina shabda follows these words, pra plus rina, vatsatara plus rina, kambala plus rina, pra plus rina, what will happen? Generally guna will happen, but vriddhi will happen. That is why it's all come under vriddhi category, vriddhi topic. So pra plus rina will become prarna. Vatsatara plus rinam will become Vatsatararnam. Vriddhi. Kambala plus rinam, Kambalarnam. Vasana plus rinam, Vasanarnam. Rina plus rinam, Rinarnam. Dasha plus rina, Dasharna. So all these words are there in the Vartika. Pra, Vatsatara, Kambala, Vasana, Rina, Dasha. Dashanam, Rine. Rine is Saptami Bhakti. When Rina, the word follows this, then Vriddhi will happen. So therefore, Vartikara says all these things should be Upasankyanam, should be mentioned. How many Vartikas? 5 Vartikas. In this, the important Vartika I would say is Akshogini, because we are familiar with the word Akshogini. Aksha plus Ojini. Is it clear, the sutra?
Yes.
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 Now here the Vishaya is there. We will read this in the next class. Here you can see Ikshtipo Dhatanurdeshe. This is what I said. Converting a dhatu into a pratipadikam to denote a dhatu. Iti anena atra stip pratyayam prayujya dhatu nirdesho krito staha. Okay. Do you see that? Ikshtipo dhatu nirdeshe.
Yeah. Yes.
Dhatu
Yes.
nirdesha means denoting the dhatu. The forms, the pratipadika forms denote the dhatu. To make it a pratipadikam, you add the pratyaya, ik or stip. Two pratyas are given. Anyone you can use. To denote the very dhatu. So this is not a sutra. This is there. It's not a sutra. In the grammar, this facility is given. Okay. I think we can stop here. You have any doubts?
No, dear.
No, Ji.
Okay. So next class we will read this 5 points here. We can stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha. I will send you the file. You can please, whatever sutra you can do. In the order, Sanya Sutra, Vidhi Sutra, Sandhi Sutra, please do it. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you, Sharji.
Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.